One of the legends about the Emerald Tablets of Thoth is that these were written by Thoth, a priest and king in Atlantis, who founded a colonic in Egypt before BC and after the sinking of Atlantis. And one of the most important tablets that confuses the world is that he was the ruler of the ancient Egyptian race for 16,000 years, from 50,000 BC to 36,000 BC again. It is believed that he is responsible for the progress of the barbarian people to a higher level of civilization.
One of the most important secrets about Thoth was that he achieved immortality by leaving life without dying. His knowledge allowed him to become the leader of various Atlantean colonies, including those in Central and South America. There were no limits to his knowledge. It is believed that he built the Great Pyramid at Giza, mistakenly believed to have been built by Copts, before leaving Egypt for Egypt, and placed guards selected from the elite of his people to guard the entrance to the great halls of Amenti. There he kept his knowledge. The successors of these guardians still continue their lineage to the present day. Later, these caliphs became pyramid priests who revered Thoth as the god of wisdom. According to legend, what happened to the incarnation of Thoth on the bodies of various people in later centuries?
This is how it was described on the tablets as well.
In his last incarnation, he is known as Hermes Trismegistus. According to legend, Thoth, Signa, transmitted his knowledge about the creation of the universe, the nature of the soul, immortality, magic and spiritual wisdom to the tablets that the Greek god of alchemy and hermetism later discovered. Hermes somehow became the most carnal to the soul of the person who wrote, and it is said that he wrote the tablets in this way. The writings are kept in the Great Pyramid. The last two are quite important and contain invaluable secrets for serious students and teachers. Chaos reigned in Egypt, also known as Ancient Ham, in the 1300 BC.
For this reason, priest delegations are being sent to other parts of the world.
Among them were also members of the pyramid, descendants of other Atlantean colonies, who carried tablets with them as a decoy with which they could exert power over the less talented priest. According to legend, tablets give the owner the power of the Thoth.
Some of the priests decamped to and settled among the Maya race that flourished in South America, who had preserved much of the ancient wisdom. After the Mayans were conquered by the Spaniards, the tablets were found under the Suna located in one of the great temples of the sun god.
The writings consist of emerald green tiles written from a substance obtained by alchemical transformation. And there is no way it can be destroyed. It can even be said that they violate some laws of physics that we know have been found to be resistant to the influence of all elements and substances. They are written in the ancient Atlantean language. And they also contain letters corresponding to harmoniously designed thought waves that allow the mental vibration to be transmitted to the reader. The tablets are attached with rings made of gold-colored alloy. According to another legend, the tablets were written in an ancient language known as the language of birds, a secret code used by initiates to hide their knowledge to initiates. Sumerian tablets have been the subject of many discussions and comments, which have been rejected by some academics and researchers due to doubts that they are a modern creation rather than an ancient artifact. Others believe that the tablets are real and contain valuable spiritual and mystical teachings that have been passed down through the ages. The writings on the tablet found have been studied by alchemy and esotericism experts and scientists. And it is considered a source of inspiration and information from many esoteric movements and spiritual traditions. The tablet is considered a classic of Hermetism and has directly influenced the development of Western occult. Despite the controversy and doubts about its authenticity, the Emerald Tablet continues to attract the interest of many people and has inspired various books, movies and more.
It is believed to be a valuable source of knowledge and wisdom for those interested in the spiritual and mystical aspects of human existence. The origins of Western alchemy can be traced back to Hellenistic Egypt, especially to the city of Alexandria. If we look at the history of tablets as alchemists, then a little different frost appears. Hermes Megas is the most central figure in alchemical mythology, the name combining the Egyptian god of wisdom and his Greek counterpart.
It is possible to say that Hermetica, allegedly written by Hermes Megas, is the basis of the thought and practice of Western alchemy, and it is also believed that Hermestris Megistos is the author of the Emerald Tablet.
According to legend, a tablet was found in a tomb under the statue of Hermes on the piano. Hermestrismic's body was found there, and he had a green stone slab with an inscription in his hand. After all, here too the legend attributes the creation of the Emerald Tablet to the Egyptian god Thoth. He divided his knowledge into 42 emerald tablets, in which he codified the basic scientific laws of the universe. Hermetic tablets were cleverly hidden after the fall of the gods. Legends also say that the emerald tablets were written on the side of Set, the third son of Adam and Eve, so that whoever would not discover the endings.
That he thought it was believed that these were hidden in Adam's chest.
Other legends claim that the original source of the tablets was the legendary city of Atlantis. In today's so-called realistic and materialistic system of thought, Atlantis has no place in any way. This is especially done, whereas in sacrilege and occultism Atlantis is real. Ultimately, the source of the original Emerald Tablet remains unclear. For this reason, it is surrounded by various legends. There are some important resources. The book compiled from previous articles is in Ebu Goft with a sequential Haliki English translation in Screen of Creation and Art Nature. This Arabic work from the 8th century BC is attributed to Balanasa or Arabic Decal tells how he found the Emerald Tablet in a cave tomb. Because of the Arabic of this work, many people suggest that the tablet was written in Arabic between the 6th and 8th centuries BC. Of course, in the sequel, this also contradicts the view that the text is the original.
According to Bolinas, the tablet was written in Greek, but the original tablet in question, which was allegedly in his possession, was never revealed.
And even whether it exists is being questioned. There are also suggestions that the work was destroyed during the burning of the Library of Alexandria. However, the Wales version of the text spread quickly and was translated by various people over the years. Another early source of the Emerald Tablet is the book attributed to Habir ibn Hayyan, Ustukuzuz Aluz Altani. It was only in the 12th century BC that Europeans had access to the text thanks to the Latin environment by Hugo I Santalla. This was quite a late date for Europe, but what did it say on the Emerald Tablet found? The inscription is a collection of ancient wisdom dating back thousands of years. Believe it or not, but right now it is said that some dark organizations and sects have access to these tablets today. If it contains a set of principles that are used to guide philosophical thought to spiritual practices and magical rituals, this is especially important for esotericism. The text is short but effective. And the Emerald Tablet, which has been studied and interpreted word by both academics and practitioners, is one of the cornerstones of Western alchemy. And undoubtedly has a great influence on the alchemy of the Middle Ages and Renaissance. If it were not for the Emerald Tablets, it is thought that such sciences would not have developed in any way, especially on European soil.
Perhaps one of the most interesting is the circumference of the text made by Isaac Newton. It was found in the study of alchemy and is stored in the library of the College of Kings of the University of Cambridge. By the way, it is worth noting that Isaac Newton was a master rough list and Kabbalah teacher.
Dec. Newton is said to be one of the biggest fans in the world. He discovered the foundations on which modern physics is based today. These are the 3 laws of motion. However, many do not realize the powerful influence of physics on alchemy. Among his many works on philosophy, astronomy and mathematics, one of his works on deciphering the Sufi text written on this strange tablet is as follows. Truth is not a lie, the surest and most accurate. What is below is as above. And the above is also like the following, so that the miracles of a thing can happen, and everything is born from that one thing, harmonizing with everything, just as everything gushes out suddenly through someone. The sun was his father, the moon his mother, the wind carried him in her womb and the earth nursed him. He is the father of the whole perfect world. If he turns him to earth, his power will be complete. He separated the earth from the fire, the thin one from the coarse one, gently and with great skill, rises from the earth to the sky and descends to the earth again. And it takes the power of up and down. In this way you will have the glory of the whole world, and in this way everything that is dark will fly away from you. It is the power of these forces. Because it transcends every subtle thing, and it penetrates into every solid thing. This is how the world was created. This is where all the miracles that exist come from. That's why I was called Hermes Megas, because he owns 3 parts of the whole philosophy of the world.
I have finished what I wanted to say about the work of the son of 14th century alchemist, Ortolanius, wrote an important commentary on the secret of Hermes, which influenced the later development of alchemy. For example, many manuscripts about the Emerald Tablet and its interpretation of the middle have survived to the present day, dating at least from the 15th century.
Orton, just like Albert Magnus before him, saw the plate as a cryptic recipe that describes laboratory processes using cryptic words, and he understood this. Their meaning was constantly changing depending on the person, the study and the area of interest. This was the prevailing view of Europeans until the 15th century, and at the beginning of the 16th century, their work marked the transition from a laboratory interpretation of emerald tablets to a metaphysical approach. So this time it was also working in the process of transportation to dimensional beings and the underworld, which identifies the only thing of the Mayas Hermes with the monad of Pythagorean philosophy and anima mundi. This interpretation of the Hermetic text has been adopted by alchemists such as Candy, Cornelis Agrippa and Gerard Dawn. One theory suggests that the text outlines the 7 stages of alchemical transformation: calcification, dissolution, separation, fusion, fermentation, distillation and coagulation. As you can see, different interpretations can emerge depending on the person and the area of interest. But no one can claim to know the whole truth. For this reason, readers can be encouraged to read the text and learn and see if they can discover hidden meaning. For example, different results appear for everyone. The oldest unknown where it is today, and it has become one of the most interesting works. We continue to uncover mysteries together. If you like this video, friends, click the like button, share our video and make sure to write your comments, friends. Also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We will meet again.